Yeah, you were right this time, you were right this time. Take a look around, look what you did last night. What you did last night, never heard a sound. Yeah, I know that you told me one day you'd show that you were right this time, you were right this time. Oh no, now the truth comes out and I know that you want me about it. Shallow, you were only ever in for yourself, yeah, in for yourself. Oh, great, fantastic, you messed it up. Lying like you can't stick, but that is so wrong. Over your antics, you scared me out. I hope that you're happy now. Yeah, you're right this time, you're right this time. Take a look around, look what you did last night. What you did last night, never had a time. Yeah, I know that you told me one day you'd show that you were right this time, you were right this time. Yeah. Blushing, hid your cards away for nothing. Time you told me you weren't bluffing. Guess I should have read the signs. It took so long to find. Oh, great, fantastic, you messed it up. Lying like you can't stick, but that is so wrong. Over your antics, you scared me out. I hope that you're happy now. You're right this time, you're right this time. Take a look around, look what you did last night. What you did last night, never had a time. Yeah, I know that you told me one day you'd show that you were right this time, you were right this time, yeah.
Lekker man, good evening. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to another Wednesday catch-up. So let's catch up a bit though. First of all, in the house, Mr. Dion Danhauser, he says, we'll be missing this one. Working till 10 p.m. tonight. We'll watch the rerun. No problem. If it's ever okay with me. Shaal van Niekerk, second. Everyone hoping everyone had a great week so far. Welcome back to another great catch-up show. Well, let's hope it's a great catch-up show. It's going to depend on, obviously, you guys supplying a bit of content tonight, though. Now, I must say there's one interesting, maybe two interesting mods. The other one's not that new, though. But, I mean, we're going to have a look at it, though. But there's a nice one for the high-end blokes, which has been released. Mr. Long Shlong. Yebo Gaga. Alright, then there's a tune which I actually posted. I decided it would be nice just to add the segment of a song, uplifting song of the week. And yeah, if you missed it though, I'll just post it again. But you can go and YouTube this little tune a bit later and then just go and listen to it though. It's just feel-good tunes. Feel-good tunes. That's what it's all about. Mrs. Chantal Marais. Yeah, you have been extremely scarce. Very much scarce. Good evening to all the peeps. Sorry for being so scarce, but working and fishing. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Need to enjoy. And then Chantal said, hello Charl, gaan het goed? Pierre, the cook is inside the house as well. Naand allemaal hoop het gaan goed. Dis lekker op 5 plekke. Naand Pierre, goed. Alle lekker. Then Omi Bambino. The Omi Bambino says, what's wrong with the Stubby? Pierre, been hearing nothing but hype, which doesn't mean nothing sometimes. Any case, no, it's just a question which I posed. I just saw Mr. J. Hayes. He had a very short clip, what about a minute clip or whatever, to entice the people that actually want to see the problems which he had with the Stubby, to entice them to join as members, obviously, so that you can view his review on the Stubby, which he's apparently got a problem with. But yeah, true that. If you want to watch a good review on the Stubby, then go and watch Grim Greens. I have not seen a bad review of the Stubby as of yet. I must say, I just think he has got a problem with Mr. Bogan. But that's just me, as I said, allegedly. So it's not facts though, but yeah. Apparently he's got a problem with it. I'm not sure exactly what it is. As I said, I was hoping that Calvin van der Merwe is inside the chat over here. one of my members, because he's actually a member of J Hayes. He can access those things, and it would have been nice if he would have told me, but I mean, I haven't heard anything from the bloke. So yeah, but according to me, I don't know. I've never tested the Stubby though, but I've only heard good things about it, and that's that. Let's quickly see if we can get Calvin on the phone, or Mr. Keller van der Merwe, and yeah, whether he actually watched the video, so we can actually find out firsthand from a local South African who has got inside information for us. Is Calvin. Let's give him a call. Maybe he actually answers his phone for a change. And yeah, but no, as I said, I've got no problems with the Stubby. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for this monkey nut, I'm still running this beautiful setup. Yes, it's Kelly.
Yes, Mr. Ketch.
Are you watching the live now? No, of course you're not watching the live, because you haven't been watching the live for the past 6 times, you bastard. But it's fine.
No, I have been watching it after hours.
After hours, rerun. Listen, I actually watched that minute clip which J.A.'s posted on the Stubby, and I know you remember. I'm sure you still remember. Did you watch the video?
I left him long ago because local is lekker.
Of dan verstaan jy nou, maar moenie laat ek pla nie, then I'll tell the people that we have got no more ties to that man. Alright. Okay, Calvin.
What seems to be
No, I don't, no, we got no idea. I mean, he posted a minute clip about the problems which apparently had with the Stubby, blah blah blah. But it's exclusively for the members only to watch the full review which he had. But I mean, we're trying to figure out.
Let's see if I can find one, if I can get it.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now Calvin says no. He left the membership quite a while back because he says local is lekker. He only supports local now, which is what you should do. Only support local. So yeah, as I said, I'm still running this though with the Eclipse Dual on top of it. I must say I'm still enjoying the Eclipse. I'm enjoying the flavor. I'm enjoying the airflow. It's a bit loud though, but we all know that. The only other issue which I tend to find is spitback. No matter how I actually wick this guy. Strangely enough, normally if I make sure there's a bit of tightness of the wick inside the coils, and then thin out the legs down the side for a bit of better saturation. Normally that sorts out the problem, but not in this case. But it's not bad. But there is slight spitback. But still liking this setup most certainly. Then obviously still the Danny. But it will probably be the last week which I'm going to use the Danny, because I need to start give some love to my other mods as well. So yeah, so I thought, I've done this long enough now, so that one will go down, and then this, I'm still impressed with this guy. I mean, the paint job is still immaculate, and I've been using it since last week again. So it's got quite a number of puffs. It's probably, it's standing on 4,043 at the moment. So yeah, definitely been using this guy, putting it down on my desk at the school, and yeah, the paint job is still phenomenal. So hopefully I've got some new news for you regarding this guy, but still extremely happy with the Mag 18 from Smok. And on top of it, the Arbiter 2, as per usual. Freshly re-wicked it at school this morning in my off period, because the grade 12s was busy with exams in the 4th term, so they already started. So I've got an additional off period per day now, because I don't see them anymore. So that's bananas, and I decided to re-wick this little number. And then this guy will also probably be lastly in rotation. I've still got some nice old MTL action in here, 12 milligram of Mr. Borkum riff inside. But yeah, I'll also probably use another MTL device for next week though, just to small. I hope so, because I mean, we're going away this week. Kyk hoe krap hy hond vir my nou 'n maas hou. Look at that. It's because the Labrador of mine is so excited. As soon as I enjoy playing with him that specific way. I take a piece of food out of the plate, extra food which we're going to give to them in any case now. And then I make sure he sees it, and I put it behind my back, and I just watch him. And that dog gets so excited that he starts jumping up. But his nails are so long at the moment, man. Damn it. Must probably get them cut very soon. But as I said, I was hoping to put some of the Oxva videos out. I put my wife on testing this guy, the X-Slim, and it's still got an extra cartridge with a different wattage, resistance on it though. But she really enjoys this, and I must say, I put in a, what's it, a vanilla milkshake. I put in here for her, and it's actually got very good flavor. It's such a pity that there's just so many of these things out. But yeah, it functions absolutely great. But I was hoping to put out this guy and then this guy as well. I wanted to do a whole Oxwa weekend and just get these things done, man, so that they can, because I mean, as I said, I think it's a vendor in Stellenbosch that actually brought them to me though, and I feel so bad that I haven't had time. I mean, I had to finish the Centaurus and I had to finish that Steam Crave one, which just popped up here out of nowhere, out of all these months. You know how far back I was talking about the Atomizer Plus V3, which Steam Crave was going to send me. So in any case, so yeah, I tested that and I just put it back there, cleaned it out, and it is in with the Fat Rabbit. It's over here. So these two little numbers, they will probably most likely go up for auction for next week. As I said, because I still prefer the Arbiter 2. The Arbiter 2 and the Tauren Beast, those are still my two RTAs. These guys do come close, but that's not going to knock it off the podium. And another thing is, Nico Libber brought a bloke by here, when was it, about 4 days ago? 3 days ago? 3 days ago, wanting to buy juice. And then they actually pitched up here, and the guy was using an Arbiter 1, but he was using the Arbiter 1 as an RDA. He says that the flavor he gets out of that Arbiter 1, there's no RDA that comes close. So I said, well, there you go. He just was a bit worried. He didn't want the glass section, man. He wanted a complete metal section because it looked weird having this RTA and then dripping in. At least the glass section would make it probably look closer to an RDA, and people don't look funny at him when he actually drips into it. But he's using the Arbiter 1 as a dripper. But he was standing with Nico Libber and asking me if I know somebody that can do that. And I said, well, there's the bloke right next to you who can do that. So hopefully he sorted out the guy. But yeah, as I said, there's nothing wrong with the Fat Rabbit, and there's nothing wrong with the Atomizer Plus. But I just prefer the Arbiter 2 at the specific time. And I've got the Atomizer V2, and I've got the Titan, and I've got the Ragnar, and I think of, yeah. So it's pointless for me keeping all these things. So yeah, in any case, they did send it to me, and I'm going to auction it off to you guys. So I'll put those two guys up, so maybe you want one of them, then you're more than welcome. Kom ons luister, kyk gou wat hier so aangaan nog steeds. Alles goed, nou sê Pierre, daar's Mr. Nico Libbe, hoe kan hy huis? Good evening, Mr. Nico Libbe. Hope you sorted that guy out with his tank. And I hope he enjoys Blimey, because I mean, he popped in here, and thanks Nico for the shout out, for letting the old know about Blimey. You can see at the back over there. There's my Blimey army stocked up again. And I also contacted my bloke for making stickers and said, listen, give me some of 50 Blimey stickers as well, so that I know I've got stickers, because I don't like having bottles around me, and there's quite a few of these kind of bottles which is around me with no labels. I don't even know what is in these bottles anymore. They might have been dropped off by other people. So I just enjoy having a little sticker around mine, so I can know what's the juice which is on the inside over there. Okay, so kom ons kyk gou wat is nog hier so. Dani Jonker, good evening Mr. Dani Jonker, welcome. You're more than welcome, John Refu. Yes. Hoe gaan dit met julle lekker mense? No, it's going good. Yes, Mr. Apex Predator as well. We've got something new over there. I think it's, all they did is they typed in Stubby, and then they came across the title of this live, and they're wondering what's wrong with this Stubby. But Calvin said he is going to try and see if he can find that video. He probably knows somebody that's still a member. So hopefully we can find out what the problem is that Mr. J has. But as I said, I think he's the only one that I know of that's got a problem with the Stubby. Even Mr. Rob Fisher is very happy with the Stubby. He said so. Anywho, kom ons kyk wat is nog hier so. Apex Predator sê, only thing wrong with the Stubby is I only have 3 of them. I see there. The people like the stubbles. They like the stubbles. Mr. AKS, yo. So nice to see these green names over here. The supporters. And Henry Landsberg, there's you as well. Good evening, Henry. Welcome. It's nice to see you over there. Glad you're still enjoying the mag. Now, of course, I'm now really enjoying the mag. The mag is Laws Honor. It's a lovely mod. It's a lovely mod. And again, I can't understand why the vendors are so limited when it comes to stocking these. I just do not understand these kind of things. The same with the Thelema Solo DNA. I just can't. So, Dani, maybe you can bring in 5 Thelema Solo DNAs or 10. I can tell you now you're going to sell it. You're going to sell it. Even if it sells for 2,000 or 2,200 Rand or whatever, it's going to sell. I'm definitely going to buy one. But I need the black Oriental one. The black one with the abalone. That's the one which I want. That's the only one which I want. So, in any case, let us know if you can manage something. Hunky Vape. Hey there, folks. Another fine day. Ja, dit is lekker. It's lekker. Nico says he's enjoying Mr. Blimey. I'm glad he's enjoying Mr. Blimey. Blimey is cool beans, man. Blimey is in both of these numbers. And as I said, both of these numbers have got Borkum Riff inside of it, in case you're wondering. Borkum Riff from the good guys. There's the good guys. Not that they sponsored me, but it's worthwhile shouting it out because it's a damn good tobacco MTL. Damn good, I tell you. Very simplistic label, you can see there, very simple label, nothing fancy, just a great juice in a simplified manner. What can you ask for more? And then I decided to go and type in the following. Latest vape news, Google enter. And I come across a South African, businessinsider.co.za. You can go and check that out, the Business Insider. So I'm not sure how clued up you guys are on the bill, which is currently in the making. And it's not far from being passed regarding the regulation on e-cigarettes, falling under the same category as tobacco, being classified by them as same as tobacco products. But they going so far as to say that you cannot vape or smoke if you stay in a complex. I don't know if you knew that though. So if you stay in one of these complexes where these houses are close to one another, basically there's communal housings. No, you can't. You can't even vape in your own car if there's a kid or somebody else there which don't vape. You can't. It's illegal. Tronk toe vir jou, papa. And then they want to remove the flavors. So yes, obviously Vapasa, the CEO of Vapasa, she said, but that doesn't make sense because it is a device which is so successful getting people off smoking. It is so successful. It is amazing. I mean, there's it. I'm a testament to it. 23 years of smoking Camel Filter. 23 years. Camel Filter, and I put it down like that. And there I go. Started vaping. And I vape for the flavors. That's part of the enjoyment for me though. I must say that probably the nicotine for me is probably 5%. 5% of the vaping experience. The flavor, I must say, is probably 60% of my vaping experience. The rest is playing around with these toys. Is checking out the numbers and getting a new RTA or RDA and playing and finagling with it. That's a huge part. So it is absolutely ridiculous that these people want to actually remove flavors. You know why South Africa can't think for themselves? I honestly do not understand. Why we must also always adopt the mentality of America, for instance. Because we often do that. Just if these oaks don't know lekker what to do, and then they put on the TV and then they check America's flag and they decide, oh, what are they doing? Because America is great, according to the media. And then they adopt these things, and it's absolutely stupidity. It's absolutely. I mean, the UK is released. You can go and check that. There's actually a website. I went through part of the document, and that is their research results for vaping. They do it yearly. I'm not even sure if you guys know that. But it's a document of 1,468 pages, and you can go and check it out. Then you know I actually came across it and went through it. 1,468 pages. And these oaks test everything regarding vaping. Everything. even how carcinogenic it is in relation to smoking, the ages by which kids start vaping though, everything they do, the effect of the nicotine on people, it's crazy. 1,468. And the conclusion is still the same as what they did a few years ago. And that is that it's 95% plus better off vaping than smoking. But it's the kids which give this thing a bad name. And I'm going to tell not only the kids, they're not the only ones to blame. I'm just going to show you a slide quickly. And this is what gets my balls in a bunch. I'm going to show it now. Where's it? Slideshow. Look at this number. Just look at that. You know, they released that. Yeah, you can say it's cute. Yeah, I'm an adult, and I think that looks cute. That looks funky. But the problem is, it looks funky to the kids as well, and that entices youngsters to go and start vaping. I mean, who doesn't want a milkshake bottle as a disposable and vape out of that thing? So yeah, unfortunately, even though how cute I think it is, I think it's not on releasing a tobacco containing product in a device like that. Because they're not the only one. Look who jumped on the bandwagon now. Look at that. Ox bar. 600 puffs. The R600. In variety of flavors as well. What kid is not going to want to buy that? And that's my whole point. I mean, you can see the stats of the amount of kids. I think the amount of kids vaping doubled since last year. It doubled. I think it's from 2 to 4% or 4% or 8%, 2%, but it's still a massive amount of kids which are now into vaping. It's absolutely crazy. And these guys do not make it easier for us as well, for sure. And I also read on their site that what Vapasa also basically recommended is that if people, as soon as you purchase something, or even if it gets delivered by some other courier service, before handing the parcel over, the name which is on the parcel, that person needs to produce an ID. Okay, if the person looks suspectly young, produce an ID, and then only if the ID shows that the person is 18 and above, fair and well. But I mean, how else are you going to curb? Because you can't ask the vendors not to do it, because they're going to do it. They're going to do it. We live in a scaly world where the people are out to make money and the economy is bad. I skirked my anus almost permanently closed when I drove up by the garage this morning on the way to school. And I saw the price of diesel. Oh my crap sack. And I mean, we just sold our diesel bucky about 2 months ago. And am I not glad that we actually did that? I mean, initially I bought it because diesel is cheaper. And you can drive further. It's lighter on fuel. But what's the point now? 27 Rand. Where does it end? And I heard some girl says, yeah, but luckily it only went 50 cents for the petrol. 50 something cents. I said, what? What you talking about? I mean, they raise it with 10 Rand. And then they drop it with 1 Rand. They drop it with 2 Rand 10 cents. And everybody gets happy. And then they lift it up with 50 cents. In 2 months' time, they probably lift it up with another 3 Rand. But they totally forget the initial increase of 10 Rand per litre. So you're still always in the negative. Always in the negative. And yeah, and it all starts at the produce market. They're the oaks over the farmers. They need the petrol and they need the diesel to harvest the crops. And then the crops need to get taken to the markets. And prices go up. They've got no choice. I mean, they have to. But yeah, such is the life. And then these fat bastards sitting in parliament earn their salaries and they still get their annual bonuses. What? What? And you get people at the voting polls still choosing them. They complain that there's no food, there's no housing, there's no electricity, whatever. But come voting time, then they go there, make the crazy next to their names again. So what can you do? So yeah, unfortunately, I said the average IQ of South African is too low, and we've got too many of those individuals running things in this country. Yeah? Yes, and I'm saying it here. I'm saying it here. So hey guys, but yeah, that is just absolutely sad that they decide to bring out those little milkshake things. As I said, it looks funky, it looks cool. I'm not going to deny it. I would suck on one of those things, but unfortunately your kids would too, and that is the problem. Right, let's quickly see. I see a few people actually joined over the years. Vapel, hey folks, hope you're doing well. Doing well. Where do you auction? Donnie, the auction is only for my members. And I mean, membership costs you minimum 10 rand a month, just to support this channel, to keep the channel alive. Under one of my videos, you can click the join button. You can open any video of mine. Not my life science videos, that's a different channel. That's if you want to learn about biology, you go over there. But this channel, you join as you pick your tier. But I mean, the cheapest tier is 10 rand. So what's that? What is that now, man? That's the amount lying in your cubby or collecting dust in your car. And then you can participate in the auctions. And the auctions normally open on, I think I open it on Tuesday mornings and then close it on Wednesday, just before the show. I normally stop the auction, and then by the time, obviously, those winners, they will be announced in the show, and boom shakala, it gets sent off. So that's how it works, Mr. Dani. Kom ons kyk, check. I'll show you now that nice little mod which is out. Yes, Mr. Ronaldo. I just spoke about you a bit earlier, Ronaldo. Giving my kids away now. Where's your kids? What kids are you giving away? I have a solo DNA and want to bring a few. Yeah, please, Danny, it would be great. I will keep you up to date. Yeah, no, it would be awesome. As I said, but it must be that Black Oriental one. I know there's a guy, I'm not sure if it's you, that's advertising the Stelima Solo DNA on the eSig SA classifieds, but unfortunately, it's not the color configuration for me. I've got too many mods with that color configuration, the carbon fiber and the black. So yeah, I want something else. I want a bit of abalone in my life. And it would be great if you can organize something. Mr. Silje's Retief, look at this. He was overseas for 2 years, staying in Dubai. And now he came back again. Welcome, Mr. Silje's. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. It's very nice to see you guys inside chat again. It's lekker. Especially after last week, where the blackouts caught so many of you people. Heerlijkheid, but you people that stay in Cape Town, you must have heard the thunder today. Mens, it was so close to the school. That's the first time I really get a huge fright from a thunder, thunder clash? Thunder, whatever. Maar, yo, that it was, I never heard something like that. But, yeah, in any case, so it's done and dusted. So nice, yes, thank you very much for joining over here. Hunky Vape, prohibition is the wrong answer. UK latest update out. Yeah, now you can go and read that, man. It's totally pro everything. As I said, in relation to smoking. Just get that in your heads as well. Okay, the people, when you say no, there's nothing wrong with vaping, they always say, but no, it's better not to vape. Of course, it's better not to vape. So the best is always to say there's nothing wrong with vaping. If you're a smoker, as a transitional means to leave the Satan sticks, then, but yeah, I will never argue that vaping is good if you're a non-smoker, obviously, but I'm sure all of you guys inside chat also have got that good common sense to say that. Hey, it's Mr. Maurits, good see us inside the chat. Mr. Maurits, how you doing? Yes, like die manne is stoppie uit vanaand. Everything is going good. Die strand moet nie verkoop word. Yeah, as I said, it looks cute and nice, but because it's so enticing, definitely not. It should not be sold. I totally agree with you. It should not be sold. Been here all the time, Kaiser. There you go, Machoma. There you go. Just quiet now. You just decided to start typing in. Yes, it's mine on eSig. Well, there you go. There you go. Plaas het jy die Black Oriental. Dan het ek hom al lank al by jou gekoop vir R2000. Ek het gesien jy het hom geadverteer vir 2000. Yeah, and it's true. What the people don't realize is they think the 2000 is a lot. But, I mean, I could get it for, the cheapest which I could find it for was on, it's not a Health Cavern, I think it's Source More, which sold it for $103 or $106. But just over $100. So yeah, just there alone, you get to your 1,700, 1,800, but shipping, but customs, and the people don't always put that to the kop, that customs portion as well. Let me just gooi a bit of a purge action over here. For in case you guys don't think I use it, how do you get so many clouds if this thing wasn't used? You tell me. Of course it's being used. Because I mean, as I said, you test flavors, and this thing has got so good, so it's great. The flavor's great on this. And the battery life on this thing is amazing. Absolutely. I know it's dual 21 700s. But I mean, since the time, it probably lasts me, for the amount which I use, probably 3 days before I actually have to switch out batteries. 3 days. What's also nice, having a lot of batteries, check over this. Because I wanted to put in new cotton into my Arbiter 2, I decided to take my what's it, Mime or Mimi toolkit along, this one. This number. I don't know if you guys can still remember this. But I decided to take this little kit along because it's got everything inside. But I know I had this kit at a previous vape meet. So when I opened it up, look what I found inside. What I found. Now there's obviously the toolkit. But in case any of you have not seen the toolkit, look at that number. Now that's a toolkit, chomas. Even with my spare cotton bacon prime, which is always in here. So this thing can just be taken like that. And if you're wondering, what about coils? Checky. And inside here, I've got my little numbers with my coils in. There you go. And I've actually got 2 of these guys. Just to make sure that I've always got coils. Look at that. Look at that. And I've even got my loose little piece of cotton bacon prime also in that little baggie. But this is from the last vape meet, which I actually took it along for in case somebody needed me to rebuild their stuff. And then inside this I also found this. A pair of 18650s fully charged. And I totally forgot about these. A pair of 21 700s fully charged. I'm telling you, it was Christmas when I opened this thing. Christmas. And I've got so many batteries that you start forgetting where you put these batteries, and then you look at it and think, but I need more batteries. And then you come across kits like this where you stashed 2 sets of batteries, and then another vape bag's got another set of batteries inside. There I've got probably about 6 sets of batteries. There I've probably got 4 sets of batteries. So I think I've got enough batteries for now. Mr. Dani Jonker, he joined as a Winged primary member. There you go, Mr. Dani. Nou kom jy mos reg, man. Jy kom ons reg. Ek het in die koerant gelees dat jy nogal 'n slim man is. Nou kan ek sommer sien, jy's slim. Seems like I missed a lot. Mr. Zach Damon. You most don't love me anymore. Ek kom dit agter. Not a lot of love for Mr. Zach Damon these days. Not. He's been neglecting me. I don't know. Apparently he likes his wife more, which I probably understandable. But rejection is such a hard thing to go through. So you can say, Damon, smash that like sommer net so. Anywho, let's quickly look at a few items which has actually been released. And maybe you find some of them enticing. But yeah, let's check out the first one. Okay, let's quickly go to there. Let's do it a nice little fade. To skrik niemand sien. Look at that. Yo. And that, Dani, is why you pay 10 rand. The level of professionalism is scary. It is absolutely scary. You would think that I've got a crew working for me. But no, alas, I am solo. I am solo, alone. Alright, so before ons 'n bietjie gaan chat oor die goedjies. So kom ons kyk, I don't want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So Maurits, is awesome om jou te sien ook hier so sommer. Ek is altyd bang as ek vir 'n week lank nie hoor van jou nie. I normally think you're angry at me. Hanky Vape says the only thing which surprised me was the prevalence of disposables with 15.2% using them in 2022 Yeah, that's it. That's it. And that's why the people are coming out with so many stuff. I get so many emails, but I ignore it. I just do not respond. I even got an email from a Chinese company which wants me to review cotton earbuds. Earbuds, all kind of cotton swabs and things like that. Dis nah. Nou, ek gaan mos nou nie al die goedjies doen nie. Cotton swabs. Hierdie gaan lekker in die oor. Nee, hy voel nog 'n lekker. En hy maak die oor mooi skoon. But ain't that what all cotton swabs basically? I think this is probably more swabs for cleaning purposes, for other stuff, because apparently it's anti-dust. I've got no idea. But in any case, but yeah, the disposables have climbed. I also saw that. That's scary. But 1,468 pages. Now that is a current, how can I say, a proper, thorough research paper. Crazy. And why the world just doesn't go and look at that? These oaks are up it. Some of my best documentaries, which I have, which I show my kids in school, is which hosts British scientists. I just think they're great. Those guys they got cop. They got cop. They don't bow to pharma or big tobacco money. They don't. So anywho, Socket Puppet Theater say hi all. We discussed the Stubby yet. Jan and a Sock Puppet Theater. We just want to know what the issue is which Jay Hayes actually has with the Stubby. He's got this teaser video out for a minute, which he has got a problem with the Stubby apparently. And then he also asks his members whether he must put it in his hydraulic press. But there it stops. And if you want to actually watch the full review, you need to become a member. And I'm not going to become a member because I will not financially support him. So we just thought maybe somebody could give us a bit of light, because everyone else likes the Stubby. Everyone else likes the Stubby. So much that Mr. Vaping Bogan has been invited to VapeCon. He's going to be one of the guests at VapeCon. So yeah, if you want to meet up with a celeb, a vape celeb, go to the VapeCon and you can go and talk to the guy. He probably will call you something, but don't skrik. It is part of his vocab. Nee? He doesn't mean it personally. Don't skrik. Because us South Africans, we must very sensitive. You ook noems jou sommer the C word and you get, hey, dis sommer net van ek sal vir jou 'n maase klap gee. So ja, don't be like that. So van die kerk, welcome Danny Jonker. Danny, appreciate the join, mate. I appreciate the support. Hanky Vape says, Ronaldo, I totally understand the feeling and shared it until I tried a few, and even the Oxva X-Lim puts out amazing flavor. Well, there you go. There you go. That's what my wife said. When she took a draw on this thing, she immediately says, wow. She immediately says, wow. And that's why I want her to test the stuff. Because, I mean, you know, it's hard for me to compare the flavor of these things with the flavor of these things, for sure. But she's permanently on the AIOs and permanently on the disposables and things like that, because she's my test dummy, my test rabbit, put it that way. And I know I will get an honest opinion from her, because she's got nothing to gain or lose by this. And yeah, she's really enjoying this flavor. The whole thing, normally the problem with these is only the availability. It's only the availability. With Smok, you will never have a problem. With Vupu, you will never have a problem. With Vaporessa, you will probably never have a problem. Because those companies are so big, everyone stocks their coils. So getting a cartridge, or getting this, or getting that coil, blah, 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 you're not going to have a problem if you've got one of their products and you enjoy the coils. But these kind of guys which have got great coils, even the Caliburn from UL is probably stocked everywhere. But I mean, as soon as you come to Oxva, not everyone stocks them. So yeah, so you might enjoy it, and then you start trying to find people with cartridges, and because there's only such a few vendors, they normally sell out fairly quickly though, and the problem is getting more of these things. So if they become more freely available, and I know Oxford's got very good products, I mean. So yeah, I enjoy this a lot. So they should actually be a lot more popular, I would hope, in South Africa, because they are good products. But the X-Slim is the only one that's been tested, and that's been okayed. So in any case, let's look at the first pick over here. Let's open up this guy from Vicious Ant. I could have sworn I showed a Vicious Ant fairly recently as well. But yeah, there you go. Let's quickly check this number out. Vicious Ant has released the Fade DNA 60. Unusual box mod, stabilized wood, very comfortable shape, external 18650. And there you go. The original box was, I just want to check if it's the same as on there. So you should be able to see everything. Extravagant case, economic shape, large cutout that exposed the steel battery tube. At least 12 different options were provided to choose from, most of which are made from stabilized wood. Okay, so you've got a fair few amount of variations. The connector was equipped with a twisting landing ring with a diameter of 24 mils. Or an alternative copy of 22 mils, so you can use it as a nice MTL device, which I would probably most likely use it if I could find one of those. The round activation button was engraved at the top. Hey, now that looks funky. Look at that. The one with the cone, eh? With a cone inside of it, stabilized wood with a cone. That actually looks great. Ja, ek smaak hy clear, né? Jo. In any case, so inside the time tested from Evolve DNA 60, blah blah blah. In addition, the usual wattage range, 1 to 3 ohms at standard, 18650 battery, blah 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 blah. There's the size of this thing, but it's a nice looking mod. I will definitely, let's see if we can find a nice, look at that. Oh yes, so look at that. Don't tell me that is not nice. Let me just, dear mens, dis mooi. I think that looks great. Wow. So anywho, that's that one. And then obviously we've got a few boring things here. Typical stuff, typicals. If you want free stuff, go to eSig SA. There's under supporting vendors, there's a Halloween spin. And you can go to their website, you just provide your email, and then you're eligible for a free spin. I did the free spin, and I won a t-shirt and some other little sucking device. But I think it's from Aspire. But yeah, then you just get your email, and I think 6 months later you'll probably receive something to the post. But at least it's for free, so decided, let's just do that. It would be nice to get this thing in. As you know, giveaways. Do it, it's a giveaway. Keep that 2000 milliamp battery in this monkey nut, ne? That's not too shabby. 2000. Let's quickly see. Hey, I see here something coming through. Here, Mr. Zach Damon. Yo. Somebody got some 30 rand, 35 smackers, and another 35 smackers. There you go. Sock Puppet said, yeah, okay, I saw that. Okay, I personally think the nicotine is too high in the disposables. As I said, 20% or 2 milligram, what do they call it? 2% or 20 milligrams. I think that should be great. But he's pushing it up to 30, 35, 50. It's too much, man. I usually never listen to reviewers when it comes to purchase decisions unless there's an obvious design flaw they point out. Yeah, it's true, but it's still good to get an idea of what's the general feel. So there are a few guys which are straight shooters out there, which are, what's the one guy called VV something? I often watch his reviews as well. VV. But yeah. And unfortunately, Mr. Todd, I enjoyed Todd as well, but Todd mostly reviews these high-end stuff which I will never use. So unfortunately, I don't watch a lot of his stuff though. Ronaldo says, and besides for the waste issue, I see the used ones just being discarded in the street. Sick bastards. Well, Zach says, yo, much love for you guys. I think it's love, Choma. It's love. But I'm glad there's much to live for. I'm still a youngster. The politically, they definitely do more harm than good, but for smokers who need to quit, it's the easiest way to get into vaping. Absolutely. I don't think anyone will deny that as well. Oh, Chantal Marais, look at this. I have jumped on the Arbiter 2 panel wagon, and the flavor is very, very good. Of course it is. As I said, it's in the wicking. If you thin out your legs, not too much, but you need to thin it out. Don't just pump your legs in there. It's not going to saturate it well, because what gives this guy this great flavor is the amount of juice which saturate the coils, the cotton under the coils. And that is what the thinning out of the cotton does for this guy. But otherwise, yes. And if you still don't believe me, come by and come and test it. Test it for yourself. Here I am in Cape Town, Belleville, close to Tiger Valley Centre. If you're in the area, come test us. And you will see for yourself. Come test this Eclipse and you will find out how that is. I even switched the Eclipse to the full airflow because remember I had it on the review. I decided to use the diffused airflow. That's nice, but it's slightly too restricted, so I decided to go to the wide open airflow, and it's actually nicer. It's just the loudness, man. Die ding is hard, man. Hy's hard op die oor. So right, let's quickly go through some of these things. Unveil the Cosmo A2 kit, start the Facebook page, blah blah blah, implement it, black, dark, grey, silver, steel, blue, all that kind of numbers, 22mm, standard 510 connector. And let's just check at that little guy, but yeah. Filling portion, nice big fill ports, got a nice cup there for overflow. So you're not going to have a problem over there. The mod is run by the modest non-adjustable board that provides the necessary protection and maintains a maximum output of 25 watts. 25 watts on a 2000 milliamp battery, that's going to last you a long time. That's going to last you a long time. Okay, especially the resistance varying from 0.7. So that's where you start with your coils. Holy crap sack. 0.7. Nog hulle koop with a pair of a 0.7 and a 1 ohm evaporator. So yeah, hopefully they give you very nice tight airflow. If I look at that airflow ring, that little holes over there, I'm sure this guy's going to be a little MTL beast. Dry tip is sold in two versions for different types of puffs. Kyk, hy dun drip tipie, papa. Daai dun drip in. Yeah, I think this guy's absolutely geared to MTL. Absolutely geared to MTL. I'd give this guy a bash, to be quite honest. Just because it's MTL, I'll give it a bash. Just to see how it is. Okay, number next, we have got the Flexus Fit Pot Kit by Aspire. Here, Aspire brings out a lot of stuff. Holy crap sack. Again, not something which I will be interested in. 3.5 milliliters of juice, 850 milliamp battery, the Flexus Fit Pot, color palette, 5 bright options of colors which you can get. There's the colors: blue, white, purple, orange, and yellow, or apricot, peach, or whatever you want to call that color. And yeah, that's basically that. Nog a translucent reservoir, so you can actually see your juice level. The device is completed with a minimalistic, unregulated board with a standard security system. Yeah, standard security systems. If you're living in a crime-ridden area, needs a security system. 3.6 volts. That's not too shabby. Power provided, blah blah blah, 1 amp charging, bit of slow, but it's a small battery, 850, it's not that big, so 1 amp's not too shabby. Get it done in an hour. But yeah, that's that. Okay. Let's quickly check out the next number. The S-Pod, look at that, another one from Aspire. Aspire is going bossies. The people are designing left and right. Again with the cartoons and stuff. Look at that. Lovely pink colors. For the youngsters, for the girls, 4.5 mils, that's not too shabby. That's going to last you a while. It's not that small, it actually looks smaller than it really is. If you girl holding it like that, doesn't look too bad. But that's the GoTech S-Pod kit, which you have. Doesn't look too bad. There's little holes for the lanyards again, but I mean, 650 milliamp battery, 15 watts of power. At least this guy takes a 0.5 ohm coil. Okay, integrated 0.8 ohm. Now that's the reason why it takes us a lot of juice. It's a whole canister on the one side. That's why. Battery on the other side. Lekker man, lekker. Okay, charging current 0.5. They're going lower and lower and lower. 0.5 charging. Anywho, okay, let's look at this. XR Spot Kit by Vaporezo. Yes, so then yeah, there's just too many devices which look like this already. Just too many. Now this guy's at least a bit more rounded. The color burn, which is over here. Yeah, staan nou reg op, nie swak kom nie. Let's quickly go to the chats. Don't want to miss anything. Where am I now? In a perfect world, everyone would be using a mech with a impy on top. No, I rate this guy better than the impy, the Purge X RDA. I rate the Asgard better than the impy as well. But the impy is definitely South Africa's best hardware product so far. I rate the MP higher than I do the Ripsaw. But this guy, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. In any case, the X-Ross pot kits released the X-Ross 2, minimalistic, lightweight, blah blah blah. The subsystem was packaged. Okay, man, I think lightweight aluminum alloy. It's going to be, most of them are aluminum alloy. Nothing new over there. That's it, nothing new. Thing looks 1000 milliamp, 1 amp charging, Type C, same old, 0.6 ohm coil inside. So no, man, it's just too many. They looks too ordinary. And then we've got this number. I know Charles wants me to show you this guy. He WhatsApped me quite a while back and said, hey, have you seen the L200? I said, yeah, I saw the L200. Because most of the US vape reviewers, they get sent the Geek Vape products early. Geek Vape likes them. And he had it for quite a while, but sometimes he forgets that it's not supposed to show the stuff on his shows. And he showed this one on the show. So I did see the 21700. I like it. I like the fact that it's rubberized. I like the fact that they went back to this type of shape, but they just included it there. As I said, it's a bit more rounded in the front, which I think is super, because this one is not that rounded. That will most definitely be more comfortable than this guy in the hand, but it's going to be bigger. It's going to be bigger in the hand. If they release that as, I know people are going to say, but Yara, you people are never happy. You're never happy. But I always maintained I enjoy a dual 18650 and a single 21700. That's what I like, because that's economical in my hand. That's nice and comfortable. But if they brought out that in a dual 18650, I would be on it. I might get one of them. But I know it's going to be bulky. So it's probably going to be fine for driving those distances and having that battery life. It's going to be awesome battery life. But the feel of that, I'm sure, is going to be more comfortable than the feel of this thing. Definitely like that. And it would actually be awesome if those brackets actually fit on here. It does look as if it's the same brackets. Yeah, no, it does. It does. The branding is a bit different though, the font. But yeah, there you go. That is what this looks like. L200, dual 21700. What can one say more about that though? Everything dust-proof, waterproof, pee-proof, smoke-proof, fart-proof. This thing proofs everything except fireproof. It's not fireproof. Definitely not. But a landing pad which can take a 33 millimeter. Now, ain't that sweet? So this number would look great on top of that. The Atomizer Plus V3. That would look great on that, because that's a 30 millimeter. So yeah, hy's 'n lekker lyk. Hy's 'n lekker lyk op hom. Very much nice. So yeah, there you go. Variety of colors. I kind of like this cream, this vanilla color. I call it vanilla. But that on-off switch, I think it's just awesome. It's just awesome. So yeah, I'll probably get it. Let's be honest, for sure. So yeah, bypass. I know it's got all this stuff. Temperature control. I'm not sure if it's got variable power curves though, but I know it's got wattage mode. And yeah, there you go. Adjustable preheating curves. You've got that as well. So this looks got everything. But look at that size, man. Tastes like it. It's a trekker engine. It's big. It's big. The only thing I found, and this is what that door which they've got. I see they've got the same type of door. Look at this door. It starts getting, it sukkels 'n bietjie. Hy wil nie meer so lekker oopmaak nie. It doesn't have that bit of springiness anymore, where it just opens up. So that tends to happen. But the door still works. It still works. It's just that that little spring there collects dirt, and it's very hard to get out that dirt. Ek weet nie of ek die ding in alcohol moet sit of iets in daai lyn nie, maar ja. 6 milliliter flask if you get the kit version. That's a lot of juice. But yeah, those are the new items which I wanted to show you, which I can show you, which I think is worth having a quick look at though. En kom ons kop sommer terug hierso. Transition, let's fight back so we don't skrik you oaks. There you go, man. Daar's hy. Here, look at this is somewhat the funga green coming through the Kaiser. Thank you for helping with the nicotine problem. I switch over to salts. Any experience using Clarilinks concentrates? There's a humongous amount of people in South Africa do-it-yourselfing which has ordered from Clarilinks. I think Nico Libber might be able to help you with Clarilinks, but I know they had a very good cream soda which I actually used. I still got a few Clarilinks flavors. The milk tart wasn't too bad, but yeah. So I'm not sure if you're talking about Clarilinks Nick salts, but no, I don't have a lot of experience with Clarilinks in general. Most of my flavorings which I get is the more the well-known flavorings like Flavor Art or Flavora, Capella, Inawera, the big oaks, and maybe about a Vape Train, OOO, Liquid Barn, those kind of numbers. So I've normally purchased my stuff from Flavor World. That's where I get my flavorings from, because someone got the bottles as well, and they've got the main ingredient for Blimey, which I can't find anywhere else. So I use them. But no, I don't have a lot of experience from them. So maybe somebody inside chat, you Oaksmos everywhere, man. Go and chime in and help the Funga Green. The Oak just gave me a price of half a pizza. I can get a standard Regina with that. So that's help the Oak out. Don't be like that now. Okay, here comes Mr. Check over there. I think all the disposables, the vape juice mixers are also getting hurt. Yeah, but there's a lot of vape juice mixers which are bringing out their disposables, which are bringing out their flavorings. I've seen quite a few South Africans juice makers which have actually released in disposables as well. So I think they're actually jumping on the bandwagon as well of this, which I don't blame them for doing it though. Charlotte is nog meer awesome met Blimey in. Daar sê Chantel Marais, jy verstaan mos nou. Asgard is boss. I will never diss the Asgard. The large Asgard, the Asgard Mini, they're all awesome. The Asgard is very, very good. It is good. Please smack the like button. Yes, thank you very much, Charles, for reminding the people. Don't be like that now. The Guar 21 is just as good. I had the Guar, so maybe I didn't have too much of an issue with the size of the Guar, so I think this guy's just going to be more comfortable in the Guar. So maybe I must opt that. Dani, are you going to get them in? Let me know if you're going to get in the L200 Classic 21700. And yeah, the vanilla one. I want the vanilla one. I will keep my hands clean when I use the vanilla one, so that it can keep nice and clean. But yeah, as I said, unfortunately, it's this paint that's coming off. This chrome, metallic chrome plating which I've got on the sides over here. These oaks are starting to dop off, and that's a bit of a bummer. And my little Zeus over there is starting to skulfer. He's losing a bit of his Bart. His beard is starting to disappear as well. But a great mod. This is one of the beaters. Probably one of the mods which I'd probably say I've got the most respect for as a beta mod is this guy. Yes. Hence I've got 4 of them. So yeah, just in case one of them die, I've still got 4 others. And then this monkey nut did exactly the same again. Now let's quickly see. Let's quickly try this again. Remember where I told you it gives me some other preheat or heat something issue, and I can't understand. Let's quickly put in another 21700. So I'm going to take a Golisi, which is over here at the back. Not my preferred 21700, by the way, but a Golisi. Okay. Ons vat sommer hierdie ou. The Aries V2, my Onyx or Onyx edition. So I'm going to put this on here and see if it does the same thing again. But it's weird. It worked great for a day or two, and then all of a sudden, look now, all of a sudden it works again. It works again. Because I love this mod. I think it's awesome. But every now and again it gives me that spastic message that I can't use it. There you go. There you go. Now I'll be using this. Look at that. Huh? Ain't that a very nice looking setup? Yo. I can probably zoom in, but I'm sure you guys can see this. Here he dropped the Funga Green from another 70 rand. We just jumped from a Regina to a Caribbean. Thank you very much, Tefunga. I much appreciate it. Of course, it's nice. It's nice. And Kevin Long, he WhatsApped me and asked me for my address. He wants to send me a gift. Obviously, I'm as excited as a preschool kid. Ah, look at this. Here's Maurits. Maurits ook gebel. Calvin posted a link. Oh my goodness gracious. Stubby, Bogan merch, YouTube. Okay, I'll look at that later. I'm not sure if it's Jay Hayes' one which he came across, but that Calvin, he's a other man. Kom maar waar, kom bel gou Maurits. Let's see what Maurits has got on his heart. Maurits has always got interesting things to say. Alright. Guard 21, my daily, it's very good. Funga says, hey Kaiser, thank you for helping. Chantel, for the other half the pizza. Kevin Long, ask Kevin Long, hoeka. Mr. Maurits, what can I do you for? You know I'm busy with a live. You know it. What's up? Nee, maar onthou, ek gebruik. Kom ek wys tog vir jou, want jy gaan my nou nie glo nie. Jy weet mos nou. Ek gebruik Mavaton, there's Mavaton, in my MTL'e, en ek gebruik Cottonbake Prime in my restricted direct lange. Hoe's altyd, en nog altyd so gewerk. Nee. As jy mooi my videos mos altyd kyk, then you would know. That's what I always said. I'm also a very open person, but no, I do prefer Mavaton in my MTL devices, but Cotton Bacon Prime is definitely for my direct lungs. Alright, Soma, laat ek die mense groet hierdie kant. Right. Cheers. Asai. Yeah, he was just a bit worried because the Cotton Bacon, the Mavaton, except for that little name which is over there, it takes nothing away from the quality of this cotton. And I'm sure if any of you guys use the Mavaton cotton, you will know. But as I told Maurits now, because he sent me that pack, I know he sells it. It's very good cotton, but I use it in my MTL devices, for sure. Okay, I'll have a look for you. Kevin Long sponsored the other half of the pizza. I see now. Thank you very much, Kevin. Yeah, I'm excited to see what present you're sending me. Yeah, so it's just so funny, I've always got that excited feeling. I don't know if you guys were also like this when you were younger. In Christmas time, and please don't deny your kids of the whole Santa Claus experience. Let them believe in the reindeer. Let them believe in the coming down the chimney and the cookies and the milk and all that kind of stuff. It just adds to the fun of the whole Christmas time. Whether you believe in the whole situation, it doesn't matter. It's about the kids. They really enjoy it. And I know we would wake up when my parents came into the room when we were kids, and we had pillowcases which we hung at the bottom of our bed, and then our parents would come in and put in presents inside the pillowcases. And then obviously the next day it would be a situation of, did you guys see Father Christmas? I mean, we heard him, but we never saw him, but we know he was here. Did you get presents and all that kind of stuff? And it was always exciting for me just to open up a present. I mean, you would shake it and smell it and try and figure out what is on the inside. And but that opening up and just revealing this thing, that excitement part, it just will always be special, no matter how old you are. I think so. Flavor World AU does not ship overseas at this time or have a pickup service. That sucks a bit. What's up on the other side of the world, Kaiser? Leo Leach Vela. No, we're doing extremely well. I mean, it's always lovely in this crime-ridden, money-stealing, mismanaging country of ours, put it that way. I mean, it's still a beautiful country, and I will always stay behind my country. And I'm sure most people feel the same way about their country as well. But South Africa is a beautiful, fantastic country. It is. Unfortunately, as I said, it's just not being managed well at the moment. But I'm sure time will sort that out. I'm sure in the time of my kids coming through, things will start improving in this country. And yeah, but it definitely does need to. Just imagine how much could have been done by the money that's been stolen and channeled down the correct avenues, where you've got enough policemen, where you've got strict enough regulations, where the punishment fits the crime and actually gets executed, all those kind of things. But now, alas, all the money that's been stolen from Eskom, look at the problems. Now it's all of a sudden, hierdie ding het onklaar geword, but we know the whole thing was probably stolen. It's probably robbed. Any case, Nicolibus says it's Africa. Just curious, what was the other language you were speaking? I'm from the US, by the way. Yeah, it's Afrikaans. It's a Dutch dialect. It's what Mr. Jan van Riebeeck and Maria de Kweljaar brought in back in the day, 1652. They brought it down to South Africa. The Omi Bambino Hebrew and hybrid Dutch. And there you go. I'm from Mexico. There's it. I play Sniper Elite 5 and I join a lot on the Central America server. So it's actually nice to listen to those guys talk. And preaching to the choir. There you go. There you go. I'm also kid at heart. Santa better bring me a modern juice. Yeah, you should always keep those things in mind. Even the Easter egg, the rabbit. Take those Easter eggs and hide them in the garden. The kids love those kind of things. I know there's not a bunny, and I'm sure they don't know there's a bunny, but it just makes the whole event still special. Do that. Guys, I'm going to sign out now. I'm going to say thank you very much. It's just over 8 o'clock. It's been a bit more than an hour. I know my kids at school can't concentrate for longer than 5 minutes, so I can't expect you to concentrate for a whole hour. But thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for the guys joining as members and the financial contributions for tonight. That's going to be a lekker pizza, and I'll even take a photo of the pizza box to prove that we got a pizza just from that. As I said, just watch for the auction for the members. As I said, I will put up these two. You will not be disappointed in either. And what makes this guy, not this guy, what makes this guy is fantastic. Just look at that packaging, man. Look at that typical packaging. The amount of O-rings on this thing, I've never seen an atomizer being released with so many O-rings than what this Atomizer Plus V3 actually has. But the fact that you can use the version 1 and the version 2's decks, and also the glass, and also the top cap, that you can actually make it even more shorter than what this currently is, if you've got a shorter mod, like the L200-21-700. So yeah, there you go guys, thank you very much for joining, I much appreciate it. Vos Reineke is natuurlijk 'n bietjie laat, soos gewoonlik, but chime in next Wednesday. I've got nothing on. Load shedding is not a problem anymore, even if you've got load shedding. I've got this unit which is over here, which is going to power things. I might have an issue with my lights though, but at least my computer will be running. And have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Keep it real.